Welcome to Doak Campbell Stadium, and you might as well get used to the sound you're hearing. The Seminole War Chant is going full throat. We're really looking forward to this matchup. You've got a team that's made its way into the top 25, now trying to pass an all-important road test. As we'll see, the number 17 team in the country, the Stanford Cardinal, taking on a fellow ACC opponent, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Seminoles will boot it away to start the game. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. The Cardinal offense will take the field to get things underway. And these guys involve everybody in the passing game, and none more prominent than this big fella.
And the quarterback knows he's going to be under duress in this game, so who do you look for? The tight end, and there aren't many better than this guy.
No, and just big bodies that you can miss a little bit high, and it really doesn't matter. But over the middle of the field, closer throws, so nice to have a security blanket with a great tight end.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Sampson. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early to the ground to try to move the chains. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Stanford lines up to punt it away. Wants to return it. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. The Seminoles offense will have its first possession of the game. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
Dropping back, it's Connors. Fires to the big fella. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. They've got it at the 41, third and short, trying to keep the chains moving. They'll try to run for it. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. The Seminoles will punt it away on fourth down. First one of the day is on its way, and he's been sort of scarce around here, only called on one time in that loss last week. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. Stanford has it back, the Cardinal offense returning to the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive, so someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards, get some first downs, get some positive momentum.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And he's brought down after a solid gain, and we are done in the first quarter. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. It's complete on the right side. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Hauls it in and looking upfield. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Here's the handoff. Running with power. It has been a less than stellar start in ACC play, and now the mission is to try to keep this season from going down the drain.
Yeah, and you got to find new ways to motivate. You came to the season, you're probably like, hey, listen, we want to be ACC champs, and that dream is
nothing but green ahead. He's at the 10, and he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Tulsa went on the road and silenced one of the most vocal crowds in football. And it's clear this Golden Hurricanes team has adopted the mantra, let your play do the talking. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Gonna run it. It's Sampson. He tried to find some running room, but they get him stopped. It's 3rd down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires the pass, intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. With the catch, it's Simon. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the 1st down before he's dragged to the ground. New set of downs after that completion. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Unleashes to the end zone. The receiver was doubled, and they picked it off. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
You can't give points away when you're a QB. You have to understand, I got to be aggressive, and it's tough in the red zone because those are really tight windows. But, man, the one thing I cannot do is turn the football over. I got to make sure I get points. Really poor decision. Great play by the defense.
The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the 1st half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Handoff to the lone back. Runs through the tackle. And that stiff arm is a weapon for this runner. He uses it and picks up a 1st down. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. A 1st down sack can wreck a drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Throws to the tight end. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. There's enough time left in the half here, David, to make something happen.
Dang right. I want to be aggressive. I'm not...
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Grabs it inside the 10. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
Really nice timing on that throw. Quarterback had to hold it, allow his receiver to work his route, but he threw it at the perfect moment so that he was able to make the catch inbounds right on the sideline.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Scanning the field, it's Connors. Into the end zone, and it's caught! Touchdown Seminoles!
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. With 8 seconds to go in the half, wonder if they'll try to get a big play just to see what happens. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. They're bringing heat. It's caught, and what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sideline. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great one in Tallahassee going on. And we've got to start our halftime breakdown with this superstar running back. His elusiveness, his raw power. This young man is the total package. And his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield is a differentiator. A lot of guys can hit the hole. This kid can hit the hole and hit the home run in the passing game. And with that, let's send it back to our guys at Bobby Bowden Field.
Stanford set to boot it deep to start this second half. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Going to the run to start this second half. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Dropping back, it's Connors. Finds his big tight end. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Nothing too surprising about seeing the Seminoles being productive in the passing game.
Man, we can think back, Reese, to so many great offenses for Florida State, whether it's Charlie Wood or Chris Winkie, whoever it is, the trigger man being really, really good is the start of a great Florida State team.
He's back to throw on second down. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. They couldn't connect on second down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll pull it down and run. Short gain on the play before he slides. And the Noles decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Sampson. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's right on target. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Safe completion on the screen. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be 4th down. Stanford lines up to punt it away. Books it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. On the ground, it's Simon. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to throw. It's Connors. Gets it out fast. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's 3rd and short. Got it, looking for a first. Knocked down after a short gain, but enough to move those chains. The Seminoles getting set on 1st and 10. Running back goes in motion. To the air on 1st down. Takes the easy completion. And there is nothing doing on that one. You got the completion and nothing else to show for it. Back to the air one more time. Got it in the middle. It's Stewart. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Trying to get to it. And the quarterback is snowed under. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He wants a big play here late. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop you.
A little sports history, David. Upset is the only horse ever to defeat Man of War. And that's why we call games like this an upset.
I really had no clue that was a real thing. But I do know this is an upset. This team was unranked, beat a ranked team. But you went out and got your respect. You gained it now. Let's build on this throughout the season. One win, great win. Now let's go ahead and build some momentum in the future.
Reese, some might say you're not a one-trick pony with that reference. And obviously this was the team, the unranked team, that had the horses to get this thing done.